And nobody expected the shift to hit this fast. Not the league, not the veterans, not even the networks that thought they were just testing a new audience. This wasn't designed to be a takeover. It was supposed to be a feature, a small segment, a safe little crossover, an experiment. Instead, it became the moment everything flipped. It started quietly, like most real power shifts do. No breaking news alert, no emergency call, just numbers moving in one direction, over and over, refusing to be ignored. Inside owner circles, dashboards kept refreshing. Viewership, engagement, sponsor interest, subscription spikes. The pattern didn't change. When Caitlin Clark appeared, people stayed. When she didn't, they left. Executives tried to rationalize it at first. Newness, college hype, early season noise. They convinced themselves it would level out. It never did. Then came NBA on NBC night. The promotional angle was soft, a fun bridge, a friendly introduction, a welcome to the big stage moment. No pressure, no stakes. But the second the camera cut to her, everything shifted. She didn't act like a guest. She didn't play to the crowd. She didn't try to charm anyone. She broke the game down like she belonged there, like she owned the desk.
All right. So it appears the WNBA and NBC Sports have decided to move forward without even getting the deal done with these WNBA players as they continue to just spew a bunch of nonsense in regards to the CBA. I think they need to sign that final offer that the WNBA sent. We got Brianna Stewart talking about she got tricks up her sleeve. They're talking about they might try to cause a scene. They might try to cause a scene at NBA All-Star Weekend. This is all crazy. It's all too much. But we have to get into the card that the WNBA and NBC Sports pulled. They basically said, look, we're having a season with or without you play.
Millions tuned in, not slowly, not over time, but instantly. Music rises. Inside NBC Sports, producers saw something they hadn't witnessed in years. Retention didn't drop. It climbed. Clips didn't stay in basketball circles. They broke out. People who hadn't watched women's hoops in a decade were suddenly sharing breakdowns and studio segments. That night didn't just pull viewers. It shifted leverage. By the next morning, one owner requested a simple comparison. Before NBC, after NBC, the line didn't rise gradually, it spiked. That's when the owner stopped protecting feelings. According to multiple insiders, he said it without hesitation. T isn't incremental. This is exponential. Then another owner added the piece that changed everything. A Liberty owner presented internal numbers tied directly to Caitlin Clark's appearances and coverage. For 100%. Not a guess. Not a projection. Actual, verified movement. A 400% surge in attention and in revenue-related windows. That number spread fast, because when an owner says it, everyone pays attention. And once it hit the room, the entire conversation flipped overnight. This wasn't about culture anymore. It wasn't about fairness or balance. It was about business. And suddenly, the league's old principle, no player is bigger than the system, felt incredibly vulnerable. Because the truth was unavoidable. The system wasn't driving this moment. She was.
They did is they flexed on them. Okay? They flexed on them. Here it says, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. The WNBA is coming to NBC and Peacock. So they are going on with their promo. This was put out today. And this is the promo they have that they were promoting today. If you know, you know. This is the W. This spring, NBC, Peacock, WNBA. Listen, I hope y'all WNBA players is paying attention. They will replace y'all asses. They have Caitlin Clark. They have Paige Beckers under contract. They have Angel Reese. They have replacement players they can go get. They have a slew of rookies there.
NBC picked up the pattern immediately. Peacock did too. Subscriber behavior kept repeating the same truth. Whenever Caitlin Clark content took the spotlight, watch time spiked. Whenever it didn't, the churn crept right back in. That's when the quiet call was made. Accelerate. Showcase her. leaned fully into the momentum. Without any public announcement, NBC began reorganizing its entire strategy around her gravitational pull. And that's when the tension finally broke open. The league wasn't lacking stars. It had veterans, names who had waited years for primetime attention, voices who had been promised that growth would be shared. But shared growth only works when the audience stays. And the audience had already cast its vote. Owners sensed it first, then agents, then players. Schedules shifted. Media requests subtly rerouted. Opportunities that were once evenly rotated started clustering, all in one direction. Veterans noticed. The murmurs grew louder. Why NBC? Why Peacock? Why her again? The answer wasn't harsh. It was simple and uncomfortable. She brought the viewers. And viewers control everything. It wasn't punishment. It wasn't favoritism. It was pure numbers. And as NBC leaned in even further, something else surfaced. Comparisons that used to stay inside studios started leaking into live broadcasts. Then Reggie Miller said it out loud. A comparison that stunned fans not because it was bold, but because it was precise. He didn't compare skill sets. He didn't compare styles. He compared impact, gravity, the way defenses and entire audiences bend around a single player.
They have a contingency plan in place. Y'all better stop playing games and sign this deal. Now we have to get to this right here. I think this is an absolute abomination. Nike dropping the ball. Here it says Nike confirmed to Adweek it will not run a commercial during Super Bowl 60 this year, so there won't be a Nike X Caitlin Clark spot during the game. Listen, man, this don't make sense. Caitlin Clark's sneakers are about to drop this year. We could have got the promo and the heat going already. We could have been stirring the pot already, but y'all keep dropping the ball. It's almost like y'all are afraid. Y'all are afraid to push her. Why'd y'all sign her? If y'all don't want to push her, why'd y'all sign her? Come on now. Did y'all only sign her to keep her away from competitor companies? Is that what you did? Is that what you did? Because y'all act like...
The comparison didn't embarrass the league. It exposed it. It didn't just highlight Caitlin Clark. It elevated her. And once she rose above the system, there was no pulling her back down. Behind the scenes, everything shifted. Owners tore up assumptions. Marketing decks were rewritten from scratch. Media strategies were rebuilt overnight. Suddenly, the phrase primary driver replaced the old comfort word, collective growth. Veterans weren't criticized. They weren't punished. They were simply passed over. Because when the clock is running and the money is real, feelings stop matching. Then came the moment nobody believed would ever happen. An owner went public.
Have actually agreed to compromise on. All the compromises I've seen have actually come from the WNBA themselves. All the compromises have come from the owners. We watched them not want to pay for y'all's apartments, not want to pay for y'all rental cars. And in the latest offer, it seems they still did. They're still offering to pay for apartments and stuff like that. That's a compromise on their part. They was talking about starting the season earlier. It seems like the season is going to start at the regular scheduled time. That's a compromise on their part. We saw the initial contract for a max contract be about 800 some thousand. They've gone up to 1.3 million. That is a compromise.